Creek that flows down through here to the ocean. Pretty nice creek. I believe this is Usal Creek. It runs down through this area. And that moose you heard in the background is Marty blowing his nose. Some of the roads between the campsites here are pretty rough. And it just rained here, so that's why all these holes have water in. But normally they're dry and you can, get through them with a little bit of work. It's almost sundown. We're looking out over the ocean at Usal Beach. And it's pretty peaceful out there. You can hear the waves just a little bit. What's that? Got two-wheel drive, and I think he's going through there. So if he hits a ride, he'll make it if he stays high. He actually wants to drive out on the sandy beach with that two-wheel drive vehicle. I think the guy's nuts. But he'll probably make it. He's an explorer. That's the Pacific Ocean out there. This is Usal Beach. That's where we're going. We're going to be camping out here for a week. There's the beach part. And most of the camping's back in here when you start getting in the trees. And the road goes down into there. It's a pretty narrow road coming in, and you really don't want to meet people. If you do, you got to work with each other to get by each other. Coming up here, we just had to deal with two cars coming at us, and they had to back up to let us through. Nice day. Marty and I are thinking of camping down there at least one night. Right down there, right there we want to be. See where those tracks are? There's one spot there, and maybe we should do it today. I don't know, we'll talk about it. But we'd like to camp a different place every night down here if we can, or every couple nights. Anyway, the Pacific Ocean at Usal, California. I probably didn't record any of that. I'm recording now, see? This is the road coming in from Highway 1. It's about, I don't know, maybe 5 miles longer, I don't know, but it's a fairly rough road. It's narrow. There's not very many places to turn out. If you meet somebody, you got to sort of squeak by each other. And just take your time and you'll get down here though. It's not a place for big RVs, although one came in last night, about 36-footer, and it looked like he was hitting trees, and we just squeaked by him when he was leaving, so I don't know what his trip was. But people come in here in their two-wheel drive cars, and if it's not wet, it's actually pretty easy to do if you're used to doing that kind of driving. This is one of the first camp spots down here. There's all different kinds of them. Most of the camp spots are under the trees, so you get minimal sun, which can be really nice in the summer. So we're down on the flat now, and we're going up the road. It rained 3 or 4 nights ago, so it put a lot of water in these made mud puddles. And they have hard bottoms. They're not really hard to drive through, but they are really bumpy, as you can see from the camera, bouncing around. Bouncy, bouncy. So that's part of it down here. They don't do a lot of road maintenance, so you got to be willing to drive this kind of stuff. But if you do, you will be rewarded. No doubt about that. Yeah, there's, like I said, it rained a few nights ago, and we get lots of these big muddy puddles with cars going through them and making them muddy. You just got to take your time. You don't really need four-wheel drive.
I'll about it.
Oh, back on the road. Good thing Marty was watching when we're going. But anyway,
It's gonna be one coming down the hill.
So we're going to go do some more exploring. We're going to drive up here by a gate in the creek and see if we can get back in there. It's pretty muddy back there. We were back there the other day. But basically what we're going to do is just drive around to different spots and try to make some video clips and keep on. And more of the road down here in the flat. We're going back from the trees more, getting further away from the ocean. Blackberries are blooming really nice now. There's no berries yet, but there soon will be, and it looks like lots of them. Okay, we'll come back and go up this other road and check the gate out, but right now we're going to go off to the right on this road. It's a road that goes up along the creek, I think, but it gets real muddy back here. We should be able to handle that. place has got lots and lots of camp spots back in these trees. Most of the time, you could probably always find a campsite somewhere down here, no matter how busy this place gets. Oh, we're coming to the muddy spot. What's that animal I see up there? Is that a wild turkey? Well, I can't zoom in on it right now. I think we want to take a right here. Now we got a wild turkey running up the road in front of us. There he goes. Seems to be quite a few. This is the third or fourth one I've seen today. Well, we just barely got through that mud. There was a hole that must have been 3 feet deep at least that we dropped into, but we got out of it. That makes a clip. Hopefully this has got a hard bottom to it. Well, I see fresh tracks here, so we're not the first guys to drive on this. But here we go. You never know what's in one of these, though. Oh, that one was a nice shallow one. If you were in a two-wheel drive car, which some people are down here, you'd avoid those kind of spots if you could. So the creek's showing up on our right now, so we should, I don't know how far it is, but there's a gate up here somewhere. I don't really remember the road being back in here this far, but it's been a while since I've been back in here. And it's all called exploring. Ooh, that one was not bad. Just waddle through there like a fat pig. Looks like nettles growing along the road. Lots of them.
Maybe it was in your differential.
Well, it sounds more like that, but it comes. You only really hear it when you're going slow like this.
Yeah. But it's not a nuisance on that side.
Well, at least I heard a lot coming in. We're talking about the transmission noise or some kind of noise we're hearing down there that's winding a little bit.
Usually when you let off.
Yeah, and these old vans are that way. They got their own set of
Yeah,
noises.
they're noisy. Oh, there's the gate.
Okay, here we are at the gate. We're going to turn around here because we're getting off the state property. But we're going to turn around here. Oh, just right there and back up in that corner there. Okay, looks like a pretty good gate. I'm pretty sure there's a lock on it. The other one of the critters that live back here in the redwoods. Big banana slug. Would you like to grab one of those? He's about 4 inches long, but he can extend about probably 6 or 9 inches when he stretches out.
Because they were lazy sons of bitches, and they would come into your camp. Oh, you're filming. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, Marty just chickened out. He was telling me a story about mountain men and the Indians. We're parked here at the gate. We're taking a little break, and we're about ready to head back down this road to those old mud puddles we came in. I was sort of hoping Marty would give you some more of his story, but that's okay. We're down at the creek. We stopped to look at this campsite, and Marty sees that firewood over there. He says I should go over there and get it. I told him what to do with that. But there's some nice foxgloves down here too. You see that one over there? I think this creek dries up in the summertime, as shallow as it is here. At least most of it. There's a nice foxglove there. And they're just starting to bloom. Anyway, we'll continue down the road, show you what we see as we go. Now Marty was commenting that there's lots of foxglove in here, and there are. They're really a beautiful flower. It's one of my favorites. We should be able to get through these mud puddles without too much trouble. There's only one back here that was really deep, but we're going to to go a different way, so who knows, we might hit a deeper one.
That one reminded me.
There's one place in this road that was pretty mucky, and I think it's this one, but not sure. Anyway, yeah, this is it, all right. But we're gonna go straight, I think. Let's go up and take a look. Where's the other guy's tracks? How about if I just hang to the left over here? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know until you put your tire in these things how deep they are.
Oh, it's not bad.
That wasn't bad. Not near as bad as the side road we took the first time because we were afraid to come through this stuff. Well, that was much easier than what we did the first time. Well, the first time wasn't bad, but it was a surprise how deep that hole was. More camps back in here. Those little side road things are camp spots under the trees. But we're gonna stay right. There's an old outhouse up there right in front of the camera in the brush, but it's most of them are usable. They may not be particularly pleasant, but they're really pretty old. And most of them have a good toilet seat in them. Decided to go up the hill. This road actually goes north up along the coastline, and I think there's a gate up here, so I'm really hoping it's open. Should be showing up pretty quick here. If it's not open, we'll have to figure out how to get turned around and head on back. But I believe they open this in the summertime and close it in the wintertime. So far, I don't know where that gate is. Okay. Oh, here we are at the gate, and it is open, which is nice. So, I don't remember what's up this road. It's been a long time since I'm up it, but we're going to actually drive up it. Not too far, maybe to the top of the hill and find a place to turn around if we can. Just doing a little exploring. I mean, it's a rough road, but it is a real beautiful area. Very, very lush, eh?
Big difference.
Yeah. So we made it past that part. The road's gotten a little bit wider, so we can squeak by somebody if we have to. We're not quite up to the ridge stop, so I'm going to continue on a little bit further, and then we'll turn around and head back down. A lot of people, they don't like these roads because they're afraid if they run into somebody, they're going to be in a big bind. But when you run into somebody, you get out, you talk to them, you discuss where you can get off the road, one or the other guy. I usually try to talk to the other guy into getting off the road, backing up, or whatever you got to do. And you do what you got to do, and then you get by everybody. And mostly everybody's real friendly up here. But the biggest fear up here is meeting other people on the road, as far as I know. Especially if you got a two-wheel drive little car. We're considering turning around. This road just goes on and on for this, and this looks like a really good turnaround spot here, so I think we'll take it. So we explored some, and that's what we wanted to do. And if we just keep going, it's more and more of the road like this for I don't know how many miles north all day. So we're headed down toward the ocean. We're just exploring around. Going on the road that actually goes to the ocean. There's campsites along it. You basically just come in here and pick whatever campsite you want. You know, if there's nobody in it, the campsite's yours. And it's a fairly primitive area. There's a couple outhouses down here, and that's about it. Most people just use the woods. Carry a shovel and your paper and bury it a couple inches in the ground. Speaking of outhouses, there's one of them, and that actually has a half-decent toilet in it. I think it's usable.
But it smells.
Well, I'm sure it smells really good. We don't use those things. We use the woods. They're always clean. But you can see there's actually a pretty good toilet seat in here. But it doesn't get a lot of maintenance, so it just depends on how people that use it take care of it. So we're just about to break out of the trees here. These puddles are finally drying up. These had water in them when we came in the other day, but they're almost dry now. And the good thing about them, even though they're mud puddles, it's hard packed, so you're not likely to get stuck in them unless you got a little two-wheel drive car. But you do got to go slow. It's like a roller coaster, as you can see. Got a big one coming up here. The RV guy, he came through there last night in a big 36-footer. I'm just saying 36-footer. I'm not sure how big it was, but it was a big, long one. And he came down here last night. We didn't actually see him. We saw him go by. As far as I know, he got through all this stuff, but he didn't stay very long today. So I'm not sure what his story was. I don't think it's really a particularly good spot for big rigs. We'll be down at the ocean in a minute or two here. We're just coming down to the ocean, the end of the road, Pacific Ocean here. You can camp down here if you want. Some people do. We're planning to spend hopefully one night here. If we do, we'll go check it out, but we're going to go camp just around the corner if we do. To sit down in that log, take a little break. This is the Pacific Ocean at Usal, California. It's a state park, but it's pretty roughly administered because it's back in the woods here. And you can camp here for free, you can use it for free. The state would like to collect money for it, but so far the local people won't let them. I think they just destroy everything they put in here to pay money, and then it doesn't work. Anyway, it's good to have a place you can still go for free. I'm already sitting on a log. I'm going to join him in just a moment. This is looking north on the coast from Usal Beach. Really nice day, low wind, a little bit of breeze. Warm, not cold and not real warm, but just right. 70 degrees-ish. Having a great time. This is looking south at Usal Beach. There's some people down here enjoying themselves. The ocean's pretty mellow. There's some little waves coming in, making a little noise, but really pretty nice. And there's Marty sitting down enjoying himself. I was sitting there with him. We're going to stay here just a little bit longer, and then we're going to head on back toward camp. Marty says there's some firewood. Should we get it? Some people had it by a fire pit down here and didn't burn it. I said sure. So it looks really good, like it might be dry, but it's pretty heavy. So we'll probably try to have a little campfire tonight. Well, we're down at the ocean. There's the Pacific Ocean. I'm going to pan around pretty fast on that one because what I wanted to show you is the road in comes off that hills up there from Highway 1. Pretty gnarly road. You don't really need four-wheel drive, but it's helpful. And most of the camping is in these trees down here in the valley. There's campsites all over the place. They're not marked. They're just campsites, first come, first served. But this is Usal, California State Park. I think they call it another name. Well, we're headed back to camp. It's about, I don't know, 4:30, so we're in for the day. We've had a nice day exploring around the valley here. I hope you enjoyed seeing what you saw. I'm not sure that I'll end the video there or keep adding some stuff to it. We'll see. Just depends. This is a really, really lush place. I mean, it's got wildflowers, berry bushes, nice trees. It's amazingly lush area. Everything grows like mad around here. It does have a bumpy road though. But if you go slow enough, they don't bother you too much. So anyway, our camp is, it's just about as far as you can see down this road and to the right. This is our third day campsite. This is so far our favorite spot. Marty said he wanted a fire tonight. So we got some wood and it's all wet. And I watched him fiddle fart around trying to get it going. He made some smoke and a little fire and it went out. I said, you know what? I'm tired of watching this Girl Scout making a fire. I'm going to show him what a Boy Scout does. I went over and broke up some dry wood and threw it on there. And now we got a roaring fire. We're having fun. What's that? Get your piece in there. I'm giving you a chance.
I said our hero.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, we're having fun. I'm looking at a gopher over there. It was a little bird, but there's a gopher digging a hole there, and once in a while he pops up and you see him. Mostly I'm seeing dirt come flying out of that hole. You see it? There you go. That was a nice dirt. There he is. You can just barely see him. He doesn't show himself that much. I'm watching a gopher there. He's digging a hole. You see him there? He's up there looking at us. That's the longest I've seen him sit up there. Yep, he's still there. He probably hears me talking.
Talking about him.
Yep.
He's talking about me.
That's the longest I've seen him with his head up. There he goes. I'm following Marty. We're going down to the ocean. We're gonna go spend the day down the ocean here and just sit around, hang out, and do nothing. But this sort of gets you an idea of the road. It goes down this way. It's like a roller coaster, but it's pretty firm. Whoa. To the ocean. We're going to stop here and take a look around for a bit, and then we're going to move to a better spot, I believe. The Pacific Ocean.
Did you get any good video coming over?
Yeah, I bounced around the whole road. Hard to keep up with. Head over there. We're going to go over to our left there, and you go up that way, and then you cross the creek, and you end up right over in that area. We're going to try to sit around for the day, maybe even camp, I don't know. But we're headed right over into there.
Up against those hills, right?
Yep. So we're on our way. Okay, we're going to cross the creek. I think this is the crossing. Hard to tell sometimes where the crossing is. Looks good to me. Everything's nice and firm over. Oh, that one was pretty deep. Now we should have gone more to the left, but we got four-wheel drive. Oh, it doesn't get too sandy over here, I hope. Looks pretty good so far. Uh-oh. Marty and I are taking a little walk in the sand. I think we'll make it to that log out there. We'll sit there for a while, and then we'll go back to the van and sit there for a while. Nice day. This is looking north. Pacific Ocean. This is the view south at the Pacific Ocean. At Usal Creek. Beautiful day. Beautiful. Just a breeze, nice temperature. Well, we've had our rest on the log, and now we're headed back to our vans over there. We're in some pretty soft sand. To get out of here, we're most likely have to drop our tire pressure. That's how you get out of sand. I hope not, but we might have to. I doubt we're going to camp here, but we might. Anyway, we're headed back to camp. Foxgloves and some other wildflowers down here. As we make our way back to our campsite. Some mallard ducks are swimming up the stream by our campsite. They're just feeding away.
Yeah, laughing at this, he's got a bum leg.
Yep, he does. That one right there that I'm looking at.
Funny why he's running.
But they heal up. Oh no, he does a bum leg there. He got in trouble somewhere. There we go. Marty's showing me how to start a fire like a mountain man does. Pretty good, Marty. No matches. Flint and steel, that's what he used.
Yeah, so we can keep her going. Hot.
Well, that's what a fire's supposed to be.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good job, Marty. I think you got her.
I got her.
Marty and I are going for a little walk up this trail. It's actually the trail that goes south along the coast. But you just go up here a little ways and you come into some really gnarly redwood trees. So that's where we're headed. We're walking up the trail and we're coming into these old redwood trees, and they're like windblown and really gnarly. Normally a redwood tree is straight up and down, but not these. So we'll take you for a ride up there a little bit, a minute.
That was Don's gig when we were going to school.
Yeah.
In the summer, he would work on trail pros.
Yeah. So this is called Sandy Dell, or was it Dell Sandy? No, I think it was Sandy Dell. Did I get that right? Anyway, if you just go up this trail about 100 yards off the road, you come to this place, and it's really some sort of really amazing trees, as gnarly as they are. You say there's some poop up there?
Fox poop, yeah.
Oh, fox poop. Well, Marty's working his way up the hill a little bit. We're probably going to go just in front of him because I don't think he's got enough poop to go much further. And there's no need to. This is just as far as you got to go.
Bloody amazing.
Yep, he's an old fart. We're old farts. So we're headed down the hill. We've been up here. We sat around for a half hour, enjoyed the place. Now we're taking it easy going back down the hill. Ed, what's the weather?
Bright, sunny. A little bit of breeze off the ocean.
Nice day, huh?
Nice day. Yeah. I'm still young,
This is the bridge that This is the bridge that crosses the Usal Creek down the campground area. The Stellar J, checking out our campsite. It's raining a little bit, starting to let up. It's almost noon. Marty and I are going for a little walk to check out this other little camping area over here we've never checked out. It rained all night, rained up in the morning until about 11, but now it's clearing up and the sun's trying to pop through. Anyway, we're going to walk up this road. Yep, we're walking away. Some foxgloves growing out here. See if we can straighten this camera out and show you some of them. There we go, foxgloves. Marty and I are out on a walk, and we're actually looking for the trail that goes north along the coast. We know it's got to be here somewhere because this is where people park all the time. So we're going to stick our nose in the brush and see what we can see. We found the main trail that goes north along the coast, and we're just walking up a little ways. It immediately got in these bigger trees. This is what most redwoods look like. They go straight up to the sky, like that. Yeah, we're just going a little bit further. You don't really have to walk a long ways out here to really enjoy yourself. You just go out a little ways and go back, and it's pretty enjoyable. So anyway, we're just going a little tiny bit further. Hobbit hole, yeah. We're walking down through the old redwoods, and we spotted this little hobbit hole under the tree there. And I don't know. It's always neat just to walk along and let your thoughts go where they want to go. And we're back at camp. We're going to sit down and take it easy. Sun just came out. Beautiful day here. We had a nice walk.